What's going on, everybody? Franchise from Attention Duelists, and we have got something that you are not going to believe. So, Curran and I decided to do a 20th anniversary duel series, and basically what that entails is to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Curran and I built the best possible deck we could using just cards from Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Of course, since we're playing on Master Duel, we had to use the current Forbidden, Banned, and Semi-Limited and Limited list. So it was a little tough to work around. But basically what we're going to do is we're only going to use cards that were released 20 years ago. So coming up at the end of the month, we're going to be doing a starter deck Yugi and a starter deck Kiaba. So I built a deck using only cards from the starter deck Yugi, and I wanted to play some ranked duels. Now, I went into all these duels knowing I was not going to win, but I actually won 2 duels, and I want to show you guys exactly what happened. Now, I do have to give a disclaimer. The first duel, I think whoever I was dueling, I believe is Macho, made a mistake. He played Stamping... What the trash is it called? The Stamping Destruction? I can't remember the dragon card. He destroyed his own Speller Trap instead of my Dragon Capture Jar, which is obviously a mistake. I ended up taking the win, so who knows what would have happened. But the second duel, totally legit. So, I don't know. I want you guys to hang out and check this out because I'm pretty astounded. And the one that's legit, look at this. 8 turns, totally legit. So, the 22 turn one, he destroyed his own card. So, you know, I kind of put the asterisk on it, but this second duel is just unreal. So check this out. This is the first duel playing with just cards from starter deck Yugi from 2002. This is absolutely no joke. And I'll walk you guys through this as well. So you guys, Stamping... Burst of Stamping Destruction. I can't remember the freaking name of the card. So as you could tell, pure trash. So Dragon Capture Jar, this really caught both dudes off. Like, I don't know, you know, Macho and the other person I dueled caught both of them way off guard. I don't know if maybe, you know, maybe it is the fact that, you know, you don't really expect somebody to play with cards like this. And I guess, you know, anything's possible in Duel Monsters, and I just had the right combination of cards. This one, you know, obviously a little bit longer. Dude's about to take 500, and, you know, I was gladly going to let him take that instead of activating the Capture Jar, because I knew once he had that Dragon Monster, I was like, okay, bet this dude's playing with Blue Eyes, no doubt. Trap Master, always a classic card, but I didn't want to set the Trap Master off because I just didn't. I wanted to see if I could draw him in for another attack. So he ended up tributing for Blue Eyes White Dragon anyways. So I was like, sure, now I'll pop the jar. And he had nothing, so it just sat there. Just unbelievable. I still can't believe I won twice from this crap. So right now I'm thinking, okay, I got a soul exchange. I can do a couple of things here. He hits me up with Ring of Destruction, deals 13 to himself and me, but I already increased by 1,000. So really I'm only down 300. He's already down to 62. So, and then yes, this is where he plays the Stamping Destruction. Destroys his own card. If you go in the graveyard, he actually destroyed back to square one. You know, I don't know what he was gonna use that for, but that really kind of messed him up big time. Now I'm a little worried because I've got Trap Master, and it will activate. So if he flips up, I have to choose a trap card on the field, and if it's mine, that's not good. So Trap Master gets flipped up. I choose his face down card. Now this is really weird. It's Rush Recklessly, which is a quick play spell, so it has to activate, apparently, on his Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is sweet because it just basically burns the card, and he can't do anything with Blue Eyes anyway, so he pass, and there goes Rush Recklessly. So Soul Exchange in my hand, and at this time I'm thinking, okay, I just want to get a Dark Magician out. And I'm thinking too, okay, now I got Maneater Bug. If I can get rid of his blue eyes and I draw my Monster Reborn, I'm good to go. But here we go, a crease for another 1,000. He hits me up with Ring of Destruction. Chooses my Trapmaster. Again, only does 500 to me, but I just increased by 1,000, so I actually gained 500, and he takes another 500. So again, I'm not really sure what he's thinking at the time. I don't know why he didn't just hold out for stronger monsters. So, I mean, yeah, granted, he destroyed his own card as he tributes and sets, which is obviously a dragon because he can't summon it in attack mode. But yeah, questioning why he didn't wait till I got a stronger monster out. Again, nobody knows I'm playing with starter deck Yugi, but now I've got Maneater Bug. I've got Trap Jammer. I'm not really worried about too much because I got Dragon Capture Jar. Turn goes back to me, and I'm like, all right, Summon Skull, bet. And I'm looking for like a one-turn kill here, so I start planning and trying to come up with a game plan. Because at any moment, this guy using real cards could just get rid of this crap. Like, in today's dueling, like, there's no reason. I get my second Maneater Bug, and right now I'm thinking it's over. I was going to use Soul Exchange to get DM, but I'm like, F that. I was like, don't summon anything. He went and summoned a monster in attack mode, but it didn't really matter at that point because I had 2 pieces of removal, and now I could get rid of my Trapmaster without the fear of losing Dragon Capture Jar. And at the time, it was like, well, he's Toast City anyways. So 2 Man-Eaters. I pop that bottom one, which is Troop Dragon, I believe. Summon Skull. Flip Summon. I leave Trapmaster down just in case because I didn't want that to get screwed up. That was a good defense. And then hit him up. Hit him up with all the attack, and I'm thinking, okay, he's got one more turn to turn things around, and that's it. But I'm looking at like, dude, what's he gonna do? I got Dragon Capture Jar. You know, if there's any kind of removal or whatever, I'm thinking that you got Raigeki. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, you know what it is. Got to tribute and summon the dude. End it with Dark Magician. And just like that, we have defeated somebody in a ranked duel with the Yugi Starter deck from 2002. Now, granted, like I said, he did destroy his own card, but he made some questionable choices anyways in that duel. So, you know, at that point, I was like, well, hey, you know, you did it to yourself. This one, completely different story. Like I said, there's just no... This guy was using a legit deck. This wasn't... You know, I don't know how legit that other deck was that I was just playing. It seemed a little weak. This deck is not weak that I'm going up against in this duel by any means. I just got Heart of the Cards. That's really the only thing I can explain. And wording is so clutch. It's so funny that these old cards, the wording on them is so particular. It really did save my butt. So I was a little confused. I'm like, set pass. That's a little strange. But then right off the draw, I'm like, okay, well, Wall of Illusion, and I'll set pass as well. Set Dragon Capture Jar. So I'm thinking, okay, he's got Dark Magician up here in the corner. You know, what's homeboy got? Boom, dragon. So I'm like, okay. Tributes that. Brings out Nebula Dragon to his hand. Flips up the Lancer Dragonite. And I'm like, bet. That's bouncing right back to your hand and you're taking 350. So I'm like, good. So that goes back to the hand and I'm thinking, okay, I got Wall of Illusion. This turn, I'm going to summon... Oh, yeah, he's got the Draconect. So he's just going to add more to his hand. Got the Starliege. So he's done. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to hit him up for some life points. He's got no defense. So I'm going to get my Neo out there. I get 2 frickin' fissures. Saves my butt. Neo in attack. Flip Wall to attack. Hit him up for 2,700 right off the rip. And now he's down to less than 5,000 attack points. Or 5,000 life points. So already I'm like feeling good about this. So I'm like, okay, he's got to have something. Like he's got to bust something out soon. This is where things get pretty dicey. So he gets his homeboy out. He gets Starliege Seifert. Uses his effect. Busts out the Galactic. Puts it in his hand. Majestic, or the Nebula Dragon. The Galactic Spiral Dragon. Special summons both of them in defense position. Sets a card. Tributes both of them for an Xyz summon. So he's going to stack. Now Galaxy Eyes comes out and I'm thinking, okay, once per turn, target a face-up monster. I think he's going to take control of my Wall of Illusion. I think he's going to activate that, take control. No. He freaking Xyz summons. He stacks a Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon, which is beautiful because it says you can't target light dragon monsters. But this says all dragon monsters. So I'm not targeting. Turns it to defense. And then because Fissure says destroy the one face-up monster your opponent controls, it's not targeting. His light monster just so happens to be the smallest attack. So boom, he gone. That's all trash. Bam, Giant Soldier of Stone. Hit him up again. 3,000 life points damage. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I got a Fissure, I got a Dark Hole, I got a Dragon Capture Jar. He's got 950 life points. What's he got? Now, for some reason, I thought he was like cooking something up right here. And I'm like, okay, what is he doing? And I'm like, I'm waiting for it. And I'm like, okay, come on with it. I thought he was going to Xyz or maybe Synchro, something along those lines. Ends up special summoning Starliege again, but Dragon Capture Jar. Whoop. So, discards those two. Adds a card to his hand, passes the turn. And I'm thinking, okay, what is this? Don't even care. I draw Maneater Bug. Just in case it's a Mirror Force, I set Maneater Bug, but Wall of Illusion, direct attack, and the duel is over. And just like that, with the Yugi Starter deck from 2002, ranked duel victory. So, I don't know. I think anything is possible in this game. I've made it clear before. I'm more of a casual duelist. I like using combinations. I like building fun decks. I like actually dueling. And, you know, a lot of people are into the competitive dueling where it's like OTK, you know, FTK. And I get that. Like, that's a pretty impressive engine. I mean, granted, these weren't even back-to-back. Some dude got out his Blue Eyes White Alternative Dragon on me. Normal summoned his Blue Eyes White Dragon. I hit him with Trap Hole, and then he proceeded to special summon 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons on me and OTK like a mother bitch. So he wiped me out. So don't get me wrong, this deck was total trash. And we're basically just doing this anniversary series for fun, but I don't know. I just got really lucky. That first duel, like I said, they made some mistakes, so I think they kind of deserved to take the L, but that second one, cards just came. Didn't even really need strong monsters, obviously. So, I don't know. Say what you will, but it was still pretty impressive. I didn't expect to win one duel with that deck in ranked play, and that was a pretty legit deck. So, yeah, we won with the Yugi Starter deck. Pretty rad. This game is pretty cool.